What's up, guys? How y'all doing? All right, so I posted a video, I don't know, was it over a week ago, about my surgery and the things I was feeling. So here's a little update, guys. It was the 15th of January, so a little over a month now. This is the update on the foot right here. I still have the it's hard to clean it, but it's the I think it's like the I don't know if it's iodine, what they do when they apply the antibacterial stuff on there. I did see the foot doctor not too long ago, and he did put some more on me. He took the cast off and everything. He cut through it. Well, the first time he did, the second time he just opened it up because it was already cut through. Took out the stitches. So the stitches was right in this area. I had some back here, and then some on this side as well. So the surgery was the posterior tibial tendinitis, and so I still have the cast on only because there's a implant in there. So the doctor wants to keep the cast on until I X-ray first, which is going to be next week. He's going to X-ray it to make sure that my body, I guess, accepts the implant. But that's why there's like a big old like lump right there. And yeah, guys, I do use that because it's a lot easier. Unfortunately, that just shows the situation that I'm in. I go crazy up in here sometimes. But anyways, so yeah. So this is what it is. So right now, I know in my last video I was saying that I kept feeling like different tinglings and stuff like that, and sometimes a lot of pain. But to be honest, at this point, what I'm feeling now is mostly shots of nerves after the surgery. A month after, it's like shots of nerve. I still feel a little numbness on my toes up here. Not the pinky, but basically from on, it gets kind of like these two right here. It's just extremely numb sometimes. But I think it's getting a little better. I couldn't move them at first, man. I thought I was done for. I thought it was a wrap. I'm like, damn, I'm a hashtag now. But anyways, so the cast, it's just a little, this is just a wrap. The cast is under here. And then inside the cast is another like surgical bandage that's over the actual place where he did the incisions. I passed out when he took out the stitches, because not really passed out, but I kind of was like sweating, and like it with the room was spinning, I couldn't do it. So yeah, but yeah, it's weird because right here, it's like I know that the implant's right there too. It's because I feel like it feels like this hard, like, can you imagine like walking with like a rock in your shoe, like in this area? That's kind of what it feels like, but it's not like hurting. It's not like, it's just more discomfort and uncomfortable. But then again, it could be this too that's inside the cast as well, or I guess the overall cast right here. It's interesting, man, because I still feel a lot of my nerves like extreme sometimes. It went from, I want to say the first few weeks it was rough, man. For the surgery, I went in, whatever, went to sleep. They put me to sleep, whatever. It felt like it happened within seconds for me. I woke up and it was already done. It was weird. But the different things that I had going on was, the first 2 weeks it was hard for me to even fall asleep. I have to keep everything right here too. So let me come up this doctor notes because it has information on it. But I had to elevate my leg right here. It was so hard to do the first 2 to 3 weeks, because you're not used to it. You have a certain way you like to go to bed, so you're not really used to laying on your back the whole time, or especially me, I'm a side sleeper, so laying on your back, having your feet elevated the whole time, it was so weird. Um, and then another thing too is that I felt like I had a lot of anxiety when it was time for me to go to bed. Like my heart was pounding. I don't know what it is. Maybe it was my body having the trauma of like the surgery part. Maybe my body is smart enough to know that the last time I went to sleep, I had surgery done. I don't know. So that's how it was like the first few weeks. But now it's a lot easier. Um, I get around a lot more. I don't really need that per se, but I have to be careful because I can't put no weight on it at all. Um, I know a lot of people was asking me like, how do you deal with this? Well, I have a lot of prescriptions. The prescriptions help out a lot. Um, Ibuprofen is a big one to help inflammation. I got to take what was it, the aspirin too, for the blood thinners because you can get a blood clog from the surgery. The cast, it is pretty hard. I don't know if y'all hear that, but I don't want to go too crazy with it. But like I said, he did remove the stitches, so that means that there is enough healing there to not even need stitches at all, which is awesome. So it took about 4 weeks for that to happen. Yeah, man. So I always check this right here. I make sure that I still have filling and everything like that. It sometimes can look a little swollen, but I think a lot of that could be just discomfort, or it could be the diet probably. You don't want to consume too much salt when it comes to having foot surgery because it does swell up. And I do have like this pillowcase that, especially at night, I would put over it and tie it up in a hairband and to keep it a little warm because I have my feet. I always leave my feet outside the blanket because with the numbness, when a blanket rubs across it, it's extremely cringy and I don't like it. So yeah, um, it's a lot easier now to I guess at this point I'm pretty much used to it, but I can't wait to walk. Like I literally have dreams of walking again. And my only concern is the numbness from this long. Is that what is it this pinching a nerve or something? But actually, hopefully with the X-rays we can see what's going on. Or once this whole cast completely comes off, and I'm assuming probably a post surgical boot, which is probably half the boot, half the shoe, whatever. Excuse me. And then be able to put that on. So yeah, that's just another one of my journey, guys. Surprisingly, I have not been itching under here, which is pretty nice, and it doesn't smell sweaty or funky, you know. So I mean, maybe I'm just used to it. I don't know. I don't mind. Um, I keep it as is. I don't loosen no bandages. I don't take nothing off. I keep it definitely as is. Um, but like I said, this stuff right here, we try to take it off. It's on there pretty good. I think it's gonna require like a detailed shower, which you guys wonder how I do that is when I do take a shower, we have a seat that goes in the shower. I don't know what it's called per se, but we put shrink wrap. We wrap it up real good, up into like up here. We tighten it up, of course, and then I actually leave this leg out the shower while the rest of my body is in, and then from there I elevate it on top of the tub, you know, little, you know, that way it's elevated as well. And then from there I clean my body the best I can, I guess. It ain't, it's something, you know, you gotta get used to, but in the meantime I do take what I will call whore bath, I guess, where I have the what is it, the wet soap pads. I kind of wipe my body down a little bit, wipe my legs down, everything in here, because living in an apartment, there's not much space you can move around with crutches or the scooter, so you kind of secluded to the room a little bit. I guess I could go to the living room. The thing is that when it comes to the couch, my leg extends because it's a cast, so it's bigger. So my leg kind of extends about that much out from the couch, so it kind of makes it a little uncomfortable because because it's kind of leaning over it, and it's kind of pressing against the hardness. So it's kind of like, I don't like that feeling. And I know I got to keep it elevated as much as possible. So, but yeah, I do look forward to walking again. I do look forward to working again. I don't know what the future may bring for this. If there's any complications of why I have the numbness still. Let's see. One of the questions that people probably ask me is that, oh yeah, zero weight. Zero weight. I use my cane right here. The cane right there, to kind of lift myself up, because you got to stretch. I have to stretch my leg. This right here, I stretch this leg as much as I can, but my problem is this is hidden. See that? I'm not even bending my legs. It's hidden back here. So I try to stretch as much as I can, but there's only so much you can do. And he said he wouldn't be able to move that down at all without it affecting the whole entire cast. So I have to leave it as is, which kind of makes riding the scooter a little bit difficult too. But I do have my crutches and everything as well. But let me tell you though, them crutches will work out. Living on the second floor too, lifting yourself up with this cast on, let me tell you, this cast feels like it's about 50 pounds. But I do lift it up every night. I got to get some type of workout. But you guys got any questions, man? You guys hit me up and ask away. Have a good night.